What's happening, my Jacked family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing an absolutely incredible back workout to get you jacked after 40. We're going to be using some resistance bands, dumbbells, and a barbell. No worries if you don't have a barbell, you can use dumbbells instead for that movement. We're going to begin with some mobility drills. Just takes a few minutes, but really loosen up those joints. And we're going to be doing some workup sets as well. As you'll see, the structure of the workout is ideal for men over 40. It's joint friendly. We're gonna ease into it, prime your body for the bigger movements, and train smarter with those bigger lifts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know someone else, a fellow bro over 40 who would enjoy this workout as well, be sure to share it with them. Do them a favor there. And I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Let me know how you enjoy this workout. And we're gonna kick things off with some mobility drills here, starting with the band over back. This is just great for loosening up the shoulder joints, getting some blood flowing to them, just kind of like getting them lubricated up and primed for the movements to come. It's great for kind of stretching out the chest. The chest is an antagonistic muscle to the back, so it's great to have that fired up and warmed up as well before we get to the back movements. Aiming for about 12 to 15 repetitions here, and then you're going to move on to the band pull apart. Great exercise to kind of warm up those rear delts, upper back muscles, really get that mind muscle connection going as well. I'm really focused on keeping the shoulder blades opened up, feeling some of the tension mostly steered towards the rear delts, then maybe squeezing the shoulder blades together a little bit to kind of activate those traps. Once again, going for about 12 to 15 reps here as well. Taking about 30 seconds rest, repeating again 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. And that makes for a great little warm up. It's quick, it's easy. You don't need to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes getting yourself warmed up before a workout. Just quick little movements, exercises like this should take no more than 5 minutes and really kind of set the stage for a great workout to come. Now we'll begin the workout with some joint-friendly exercises to enhance your mind muscle connection with your back muscles, as well as driving some nutrient-rich blood to them and priming them for the bigger movements to come. We're going to do a superset to kick things off here, beginning with face pulls, aiming for about 12 to 15 reps. It's going to depend on the resistance band you have. Just the greater the resistance might be a bit more challenging for you. If there's not as much of resistance, you can hammer away 15 to 20 repetitions here. Really want you to focus on you're driving those elbows back, you're keeping the hands out a little bit further apart, and I really want you to make sure that you're focusing on external rotation towards the end. So you're trying to drive your thumbs back behind your shoulder. So drive your elbows back as far as you can, and then externally rotate and drive your thumbs backwards as well. Really trying to get a lot of activation going on in the rear delts and just deep into that shoulder joint as well. It's a great way to kind of warm up that the rotator cuff area, and it's a great way for developing those rear delts and upper back muscles. As soon as you're done your 12 to 15 repetitions there, you're gonna move on to the straight arm pull down. Everything I'm focused on driving through the elbows here. I got my chest up, a little arch in the lower back, and I'm trying not to get the triceps involved in this exercise. I'm just trying to focus, trying to relax the lower arm and drive those elbows down and really focus on squeezing the lats. As I'm squeezing downwards with my elbows and driving the elbows back, you should be able to feel it like down low. You can really see the lower aspect of the lats activating there. You can see the spinal erectors really activated there. So I see a lot of people when they're doing straight arm pull downs, they feel it more in the upper lat area, kind of underneath the armpit, and that's great. You should be feeling it there as well, but really make sure you're fully activating the lats all the way down. So I find that little arch in that lower back and driving those elbows downwards while you're driving them back as well can really, you really want to try to feel it down low as well. Really fully develop the lats. So I find these two movements are fantastic to kick things off. Looking for like the 12 to 15 repetitions for both of those exercises. Really using bands, so it's as many reps as possible. Rest for about 60 seconds, repeat it again 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Now we're going to move on to our big lift. We're aiming for 6 to 8 repetitions with the Yates Row. We'll be doing 3 sets here, but we're going to be doing lots of workup sets. Now, you'll notice with the Yates Row, it's a little bit more upright. I find it easier on the lower back for a lot of men over 40. I find it very effective as well for developing the back muscle, some thickness. A lot of people think that when you're a little bit more upright, it's going to work a little bit more traps. I find almost the opposite when you're doing things properly here. Really focus on dragging that bar along your thighs and driving the elbows back towards your hips rather than up towards your shoulders. You're not doing a shrugging movement, you're dragging that bar along your thighs and driving those elbows back. So lots of workup sets here with this movement. So not anywhere near failure. I started with 1 plate aside, did about 6 to 8 repetitions, stopped, added a little bit of weight, 10 each side, did about 6 to 8 repetitions, another 10 plates on each side, another about 6 reps there. So well short of failure. It's just really getting a feel for the movement, the technique, and really kind of setting the stage for some great work to come here. I find that's a mistake that a lot of men over 40 makes. They just jump right into their 3 working sets. Here, I like to perform at least 3, oftentimes 4 workup sets where you work yourself up to that working weight. On the final workup set, it's usually only like 3 repetitions when it comes to a set. Like when I find that I'm really close to that weight where I'm going to do 6 to 8 reps with, I'll stop my last workup set around 3 repetitions there. So now we're up to our 3 working sets, and with these first 2 sets, you should be leaving a rep in the tank. You're not pushing. You should be pushing every set to failure here. That's just going to beat you down. You shouldn't be grinding out any repetitions here. Those are the kind of things that will really hinder your recovery. So we're going for 6 to 8 repetitions here. I perform 8 reps, but really I know I could perform 9 repetitions, probably even 10 repetitions with this weight. Third set is when I go last set, best set. This is where I'm going to try to stick within that 6 to 8 repetition range, and when I hit that last rep, I know that I can't do another rep with proper form. So I'm going to stop myself short of that, stop with it when it's truly the last repetition that I can perform with good quality form. This is a movement that I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you try to push beyond failure with partials, mainly because it's a little bit riskier, especially when it comes to the lower back. If you're really fatigued, you don't want to put yourself at risk here. It's just not worth it. So just getting to that point of momentary muscular failure on your last set, best set. Now we're going to move on to a single arm pull down. This movement is freaking awesome. I'm going to start with the right side here, and I'm going to keep all the reps in here because you're going to see those first few reps, I kind of scrunch up my shoulder blade a little bit. Then I make the correction to open that shoulder blade up just a little bit. So I was driving more straight down rather than keeping that shoulder blade open and driving a little bit more outwards, because with this movement, you want to drive it outwards, get a little bit of twist in your body. You're really going to feel, again, that lower aspect of the lats really engaging with that slight little twist. So it's driving a little bit outwards and then down as you're twisting. You are going to be blown away with the activation that goes on here. Again, just really enhancing that mind-muscle connection all the way around. You should be feeling it in your upper back, and then as you're driving down, more towards the lower aspect of your lats. So you can really see the contraction here, and I do highly recommend that you record yourself doing some of these movements with your shirt off. It's really, really telling with some of the instabilities there, some of the weaknesses that you may have, and you catch things like I caught in myself with that shoulder blade kind of scrunching up, so then I can become aware of it and then make those corrections in future sets, future workouts. I think that's one of the beauties that I have found with training at home, utilizing the resistance bands. It's really helped me enhance that mind-muscle connection with these target muscles. And you'll notice a lot of times with some of it, whether it was the face pulls or this movement here, I get to a point where it's almost like a sticking point and then drive it down a little bit further. It's the resistance with the band. It's like, I feel like I'm as far as I can get, and then it just takes a little bit of extra effort to squeeze it out, and it just feels freaking awesome. I'm really enjoying the bands. Not necessarily ideal. I missed the cable setup at the gym, but so far this is working out really, really well. Again, it's going to depend on the strength of your resistance bands. If you have some heavy duty resistance bands, you may be able to aim for 8 to 12 repetitions with this exercise. I'd say that's really ideal, but if you have the lighter resistance bands, it's okay to do 12 to 15 repetitions. It's okay to do 15 to 20. Work with what you've got right now. But whatever it is, you really don't need a ton of rest between sets, no more than 60 seconds between sets. Repeat it 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Now we're gonna move and I'm gonna move outside and do some pull-ups. I don't have a pull-up bar in the house here, but I do have a very convenient tree branch. I am so fortunate. There's like no other trees in the area that are like a perfect height, perfect width or anything. I just have this silly little branch that is trimmed off and it's just sticking out at the right height, the right diameter, and it's been working really well for me. So I am doing 3 sets of pull-ups for as many reps as possible. And the great thing about holding the branch like this and the way I've got this set up here is it allows me to perform it with a neutral grip, which I find is oftentimes better for us men over 40. It's a little bit easier on our shoulder joints, and it gets the biceps involved a bit more as well, which is always great to build up those biceps there. But yeah, I do find this neutral grip to be a lot more joint friendly for us men over 40. So 3 sets, as many reps as possible. Hopefully you have some sort of tree branch around, or if you got a pull-up bar in your house, that is fantastic. If not, that's just an exercise. I mean, this is a high volume workout. You're getting enough exercises in here that even eliminating the pull-ups is not going to hinder your progress. You'll still get jacked after 40. Now for the last exercise in this back workout to get jacked after 40, and that is the dumbbell pullover. We'll be aiming for 12 to 15 repetitions here, performing 3 sets. I absolutely love finishing a workout with a movement that emphasizes the stretched position. Here, once again, we're going to be performing some workup sets. I found that I only needed 1 workup set here. You don't need to start too late here, but you can do 1 or 2 workup sets before finding your working weight. Actually, what ended up happening here is I went light with the first workup set, stopped well short of failure, and then bumped up the weight a little bit and was kind of thinking that that was going to be 1 more workup set, but as I was going, I was like, I think this is my working weight. So I just kept going to the point where I was about a rep or 2 shy of momentary muscular failure. So I counted that as my first set. Kept the same weight for the second set, and then on the third set, my last set, best set, I bumped it up a little bit and really pushed that set, really embraced the stretch portion of the movement here. Really nice, slow, controlled movement. This is not an exercise you want to rush through. I really encourage that you kind of pause in the bottom for a brief moment, engage your lats, engage your chest, and then bring that dumbbell up. It really makes a huge difference. Really makes a difference to keep those shoulders packed down as well, just to keep them safe and stable. But it's amazing, like just get yourself into that bottom stretch position. If you hold it, then like try to contract your lower pec area, and then the muscles in the upper lats kind of around your armpit area, and then drive that dumbbell down. Once again, I'm thinking of going through the elbows. I'm trying not to use my triceps in here at all. Actually, I didn't feel them burning or being activated much through this at all. There's a lot of lat activation, so requires a lot of mind muscle connection with this movement, but definitely not an exercise you want to rush through. You want to keep those shoulders safe and healthy, but just excellent to finish off your workout. Again, with a joint-friendly exercise that's lighter in weight, higher in repetitions at 12 to 15 rep range, and kind of emphasizes that stretched portion of the movement. I find that really great it really helps with recovery at the end of the workout. And that is your at-home back workout to get jacked after 40. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you think a fellow bro would enjoy this workout as well, do them a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I would love for you to comment down below, share your feedback, share your insights. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to see more videos, more workouts like this, be sure to subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button and pound that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. Hope you have yourself an absolutely amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.